Hello, hello, everyone. Today we are talking about how to find the right keywords without guessing. So this is all about how to brainstorm what you need. Before we jump into that, I want to share who I am. I'm Elise Michelle Nelson. I am a video strategist, a YouTube strategist. I had a perfect title for myself yesterday, and now I've completely forgotten what it was. But basically, I help you get your video, your business out there and get found and not have to struggle so hard while you do it. So I help you with setting up your website and your systems and your email and understanding how to do marketing effectively and all of those good things. And we are in the middle of my big November event that I do every year. I've done this November event, I think, for the last 5 years, maybe six. And it's changed a little, it's morphed over time, but essentially, this is the best time to get into getting help because it's the cheapest time every year. You will not find prices like this again until November of 2026. I also do a giveaway. And so every single day, you have an opportunity to click the link that's in the description of this video and get a giveaway entry for the big drawing, which is going to be on November the 28th. On November the 28th, which is Black Friday, I will do a drawing from everybody who has entered the giveaway. And each person can have more than one entry because there's a new entry every single day. So the more times you show up and you get the link, which is in the description of this video, and you enter the drawing, the more likely you are to be the one to win. And what are you going to win? You're going to win an opportunity to be a part of the Video Biz cohort, which is a $297 a month program for free for an entire year. That means that you can come to a weekly call and ask questions about your business. Those might be video related, they might be business related, they might just be a mindset thing. Whatever it is, you come, and not only will I be there to help you, but everybody else in the cohort will be there to help you and support you along the way as well. The feedback that we've gotten is that this is a great place for accountability. This is a great way to know that you're not alone in your business. And for those of you who are tech challenged, it's a great place for you to get step-by-step help to get your things set up. And if you've missed the two cohort members that have come on over the last couple of days and shared their experiences, it would be worth going back and looking at those. So some lucky person is going to be able to join us for an entire year for free, which is a big deal. That's thousands of dollars that you will get for free and hours of help completely for free. But even if you are not the big winner, this is the best time to join us if you're ready to actually level up your business and make a difference and a change in your life. And that is because this is the lowest price you will see the Video Biz cohort. And so on November 28th through November 30th, there will be a 44% off discount on the Video Biz cohort because it's my 44th birthday this year. So that's how I always do it. So next year it'll be a 45% off discount, but who knows what the regular price will be because typically each year the price goes up. So this is most likely the lowest price you will ever have the opportunity of joining. It is $166 a month. You get access to the cohort itself, which is the weekly calls. We also do a monthly training. We also do a monthly challenge that is designed to help you take steps ahead in your business. And you get access to all of the courses that I offer, meaning you don't have to pay for them separately. And I feel, of course, the community, having access to different people that are all doing business just like you are alongside you. So all of those things are part of the cohort. $166 a month is the sale price right now. Well, actually, not right now, not until November the 28th, but it'll be November the 28th through the 30th. So make sure you come and get the daily entry. And we are also going to be doing a little mini lesson. So today's mini lesson is all about how to find the right keywords without guessing. Now, some of you might think as I go through this that it is a guess, and it kind of is, but it's an educated guess instead of a you just have to figure out by yourself. So I want you to imagine the cake at a wedding. It is important, right? I think all of us would agree that the cake at a wedding is important. By the way, if you're watching this video, please like the video. It helps me get more people to know that I exist. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber on the channel. So the cake at a wedding is important, but it is not the most important thing, right? But if the cake is awful, or like if it falls over, or if you don't have one, that can be a big deal, right? And so the cake is an important piece of a wedding, and that is very similar to what a keyword is to your video. So The cake is a small part of the wedding, but it's also important. The keyword is a small part of your video, but it's also important. So that's the very first thing that I want to talk about today. 'Cause, we always have 3 points. So point number one is that the keyword is important. And we've been talking about keywords, I think, for 3 days now. So go back in the first 2 days, I gave you actual ways to find keywords. But today, I'm going to talk to you about how you can use your brain, that thing that's on top of your shoulders, to come up with other keywords to potentially look at. And so the first thing I want you to know is that keywords are important. And I think we've been covering that for 2 days. We probably don't need to go into that anymore. The second thing that I want you to know is that just like you would get a cake for a wedding, you need to taste test your keywords. So let's say you're getting married and you know you have to get a cake and you set up an appointment to go to the baker and you're going to sit there and they're going to have you taste several different flavors of cake. And then once you taste those flavors of cake, you're going to choose which one you like the best, and that is the one you're going to have at your wedding, right? That's how you do a wedding. Same thing here. You have to taste the keywords. You have to test the keywords to find the one that's going to fit the best. And then once you find the one that fits the best, you use that one, right? You don't just guess and put it out there and pray or hum or whatever. I can't think what the word is for whatever that's called, meditate and hope that it'll work. No, you test it out and you figure out what's going to work the best. So the second point I want to make is that you have to use this big noggin. You have to brainstorm your keywords. And I'm going to give you 2, 4, 6, 8. I know I can count, I promise. I'm going to give you 9 things that can help you figure out what those keywords should be. So the very first thing that I want you to think about is synonyms. So these are words that mean the same thing but are different. And of course, now that I put myself on the spot, I have to come up with what a synonym is. So, for example, um, this is probably not a good keyword for you, but for some reason, the only word I can think of is hot. But not only could you say hot, you could also say warm. Those both could mean the same thing. And so you can go to a thesaurus to find synonyms for the words that you think you should use. And so you're thinking, okay, I want to do a video about how hot the oven needs to be to bake a cake. And so you would be like, how hot your oven should be to bake a cake. But for some reason, that is a really crappy keyword. So then if you go to thesaurus and you put in the word hot, it might tell you to try warm. So then you might be like, okay, well, how to warm your cake so that it cooks thoroughly or something like that, right? And so using synonyms by using a thesaurus is one way to change up your keywords to hopefully find one that is a better ranking keyword and more likely to be found. You can also change out articles. So this is like a or the. So instead of how to bake a cake, how to bake the cake. That's changing out one word. It can actually make a difference in your search results. And for those of you who are thinking, Elise, how do I do the search results? How do I find the ranking keywords? We talked about that yesterday. Go back and watch it. You can change out your punctuation. So the one that I typically do is dashes or hyphens. And if you take 2 words, so I used to specialize in being an e-commerce coach. And so I would take like e-com, you could do e-com, you could do e-com, you could do e-space com, right? So there's different ways that you can do it. And there are a lot of words where if you add a dash, it makes a difference. You can also add in your product. So instead of saying how to get the right temperature for your cake or how to bake a cake hot, I don't remember what I said before, you might say how to use, of course, I have no idea. Whirlpool is the only name that I can think of. How to use a Whirlpool oven to heat your cake effectively. And the word Whirlpool might be, that's a brand, that's your product, or oven, you could say is also the product. That might be a way to get a better keyword. So for example, Canva typically helps you if you are trying to if you're trying to get a good ranking keyword and you're making like say tags, gift tags. You might say how to make a gift tag with Canva instead of just how to make a gift tag for Christmas, right? So the brand or the product can be a way. Your ideal customer. So how to bake a cake if you're a college student. Same idea, but we're targeting a very specific person. You can also target a problem. So maybe the same concept would be how to bake a cake if you don't have an oven. So like a college student probably doesn't have access to an oven. So you could even then go how to bake a cake if you're a college student without an oven. Now we've put together multiples. And so you can stack these ideas. You can also do your industry. So with the college, so you might say college could be an industry. If we're talking more like marketing or mindset or money management, all of these things are actual industries that you can add into whatever your keyword is in order to make it be a better keyword. You can also do an event or a place. So, like earlier, I said how to make gift tags for Christmas. Christmas is an event. How to find the best oven in Houston would be a place. And so, all of these things, when you start to stack them, you can really start to create a keyword that is very effective. Now, I want to take one moment to take a pause here. So, we've already talked about the importance of keywords. And if you need more on that, you can go back to the last 2 days. We've already talked about the keyword brainstorm. That's what we're talking about right now. But we are very focused here on search engine optimization. And this is what I've been teaching on forever. So SEO, search engine optimization, keywords are part of that. But now that we're in the world of AI, speaking of which, look at my cute little robot. He doesn't like heights, that's why he's crying. But now that we are in the world of AI, we have to start thinking about answer engine optimization, which is what AI is. So search engine optimization is all about trying to compile a bunch of things. We're searching for all the answers. But answer engine optimization, which has to do with AI finding the answers for you, is about finding one answer. It doesn't give you multiples, it gives you one. So in the era of search engine optimization, everything that I've been teaching you is very, very much part of that. But in the world, the new world that's coming of answer engine optimization, where bots are going out to find the answers, it's even more important that you know how to be optimized. And a big difference between what it used to be and what's coming is that you have to be able to immediately find the answer. So when you're doing things like incorporating your keywords into your descriptions, you need to make sure that those keywords and that those descriptions have the answers very high up. Because that way, when the AI is searching for the answer to this question, they find that you have the answer. They're not going to go through everything. You have to have the answer up at the top. And so that makes all of this that we're talking about even more important. So, number one, keyword importance. Number two, keyword brainstorm. And then finally, your final choice. Okay. So, this is choosing the one that is correct. And then you have to put it somewhere where everybody can see it. So in the example of the cake, in the example of the cake, you pick somewhere prominent, off to the side, but also visible to have your beautiful wedding cake. And in the next video, we're going to talk about what you should be doing with these keywords. Where do they go? How do you use them now that you have them? And we're going to talk a little bit more about answer engine optimization, or AEO, tomorrow. And we're going to talk about exactly where you should be putting your keywords. This is something I have not taught about before. So those of you who have seen me talk about search engine optimization, you have seen me talk about keywords, this is going to be new. You need to be here tomorrow. There's a very small amount of people that understand how to optimize for AI. Very few people actually understand how to use AEO, answer engine optimization. And so if you can be at the top, if you can be first, who do you think is going to be found? So it's important. You need to know how to brainstorm it, and you need to finally make a choice as to which one is the most important. You can go back to the previous videos to learn how to do that. And if you come and join us tomorrow, not only will you learn where to put those keywords, you will also get another entry to join the giveaway. So, takeaway, you would not order your wedding cake without a taste test. So please, for the love of God, I have done 3 days on this. Do not post a video, do not even record a video without testing your keywords. So your call to action for today is I want you to go back and I want you to find a video or a post that you've done in the past, and I want you to do a keyword brainstorm on that topic. And either update what you already have existing or get ready to make a new post or a new blog article or a new video around that topic, keeping in mind these good keywords. Same thing that I say every day, please don't wait until it's perfect. Please step out, let your people find you today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And I hope to see you tomorrow when we'll be talking a little bit more about what to do with keywords now that you have them. I am so incredibly glad that we get to live our dreams together every single day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.